Dr. Joachim Grzega, you are one of the propagators of Jean-Paul Martin's educational concept LdL, that's short for Lernen durch Lehren, which is German for learning by teaching. This sounds like the very old tutoring principle.
Yes, the tutoring principle is an old principle. It can be traced back to ancient times. And also in modern times we have quite a number of models, approaches using tutoring. The difference with LdL is that, in contrast to these other ideas, which were normally additional offers for teachers and learners, LdL was conceived as something for the institutionalized educational setting. So Jean-Paul Martin, when he developed the model in the early 1980s, he used it in normal classroom situations. And it did start as a tiny little technique where two learners normally were asked to present a topic before the classmates, and present in this case does not simply mean that they talked and talked and talked, but they really tried to work on a problem with their classmates. Over the years, though, LdL has grown more and more from a technique into a sort of hyper model or meta model. Over the years, Jean-Paul Martin and others, and I was lucky enough to work with him, we tried to base this idea of LdL also on knowledge from other disciplines, so that the model today can be said to rest on three pillars, and these pillars consist of bricks that answer three questions. First question is, what are human beings like? What is the essence of human beings? So the first pillar is an anthropological model that Jean-Paul Martin created himself, and he tried to illustrate that we are constantly driven by opposite forces such as chaos and order, and individuality and community, and cognition and emotion, and we constantly try to find the right way in between, the optimum in between. The second pillar consists of bricks that answer the questions: what are competences that are elementary in today's global knowledge-based society? The communicative competences play a very important role here. And the third pillar consists of bricks that answer the question: what do we know about good teaching and learning processes? Yeah? What do we need to make teaching and learning effective, successful? And based on these three pillars, we get what LdL is today, namely still a model where teaching or the instruction of a certain topic by learners is the fundamental principle. So one, two, or a small group of learners is in charge of presenting a certain topic to the class, and they have to think about an appropriate way that the class members will be able to gain new knowledge, to gain new competences. And normally this does not mean that they simply lecture a certain topic to their classmates, but they have to think about ways to activate their classmates' participation and communication. It should not be a monologue. It should not be a dialogue with just the best classmates. It should be some sort of polylogue. It should be an interactive way. And only this way we give the learners a chance to train also those competences that are vital for a globalized knowledge-based society, such as creativity, reliability, being able to work in a team, showing empathy, being able to communicate as an expert with laypersons, because you're an expert for a certain topic and your classmates do not know anything about the topic. You also have to be able to find information in that big world of the internet. You have to be able to evaluate the information, connect information so that you get relevant knowledge. So this is LDL. And what is the role of the teacher? The teacher's role is to assist the learner experts. They help in preparing a lesson. They also assist during the lesson, and they observe the others now. They try to see how do they look, what are the reactions of the others, can they follow what is going on outside. And the teacher also encourages everybody to say opinions, to give arguments and reasons for certain answers and suggestions that the class members make. And of course, since such a model more or less triggers very consciously chaotic structures, the instructor, the teacher, is still the one to guarantee that even if it doesn't work that well, even if it might not work that well, the teacher is the one who says, I guarantee that everybody will know at the end what has been the essence of a certain lesson.